this is Ryan from the Linkosaurus training team, and in this video we're going to cover how to reply to more than one review at the same time using a feature called bulk reply. So from the dashboard, you're going to come down to the review tab and then go to awaiting. And in this example, we have 2 reviews awaiting. They just happen to be from the same location. And this is, we're using the selection all reviews. This would be all the reviews right now available. If we wanted to change the date, we could go up here and change the date, or we could use one of the filter options, but we're just going to use this as an example. These just happen to be the same location, but if they were different locations, we could still do this feature. What would happen is, and we'll show you, is we would select these 2. You can either use the select all feature or you can select them individually depending on how many you have in a row here. Then you're going to click bulk reply. On this screen, it's going to grab the reviewer's name depending on the information they have down here. So to go back here, we have a name here, we have a name here. And so when the reply is sent, this feature is going to grab their name here, and it's almost like an intro. And then it's going to use the Google My Business location signature for this location. Now, if this just happened to be 2 different locations, it's going to be using the location signature for each location. This is really important because if you have 2 different locations, and let's just say you want this one to say thanks from, let's just say Kyle, and this one is thanks from Billy, and that's how these 2 locations are set up. When you go to hit bulk reply, in the final review reply that is sent, the one that's going to go to one location is going to have that one reply. The one's going to go another location is going to have the other reply. So really all you need to change here, even though these might be the same or different locations, is this here. And we could just say, this could just say something like, thanks for the 5-star. Or we could use one of the templates we have here. So for here, we're just going to use this, and then we're going to hit send reply. So now these are gone, and then we're going to go to the live page, and we're going to go and we're going to update this. And so you could see here, it took about maybe 10 seconds, and it has here, thanks to the 5-star, thanks John Smith. And so this is our location signature. This is our default location signature. And which is very important, if by chance these were different star ratings, let's say this was a 2, or let's just say this was a 4 and this was a 5, you wouldn't necessarily say thanks to the 5-star. You could say something like thanks for the great review, but not be star specific because you were going to be replying to 2 different star ratings. What would happen is if the default signature for this location was something completely different, or if it's the same location and you have a default location signature that's different for a 4-star versus a 5-star, this would change. The program would grab it and change it that is specific to that star rating. So you have some options there and being very efficient. So this is a great tool when you first start your Linkosaurus account, because depending on how long your Google My Business locations have been active, this number right here and how many locations you have, we've seen for some users, it's either it's in the hundreds, or sometimes it's in the thousands, or sometimes it's in the tens of thousands of reviews, especially if these have been accounts that have never been active and the owners have not replied to the reviews. You can quickly come in here, and sort of a best practice would be you can select, let's just say, all your 5-stars, and then they would show all your 5-stars. You would do a bulk reply. Doesn't matter what the location is, because you're going to say thanks, and then it's going to grab the location signature for each one of those locations. And as a reminder, if you go here to locations and go here to edit, and then come over here to Google My Business, here are your location signatures. And just as a reminder, you can have one that's different for every single star rating. And then when you do the bulk reply, it's going to grab the location signature that is specific to the star rating and specific to the store. If you have any questions about how all this works, you can always reach out to customer support by going to your profile and selecting support. And as always, link and soar with us.